Now this is a little interesting. DHL have delivered my Starlink dish a day early, so I'm kind of excited. Been looking forward to getting this thing for a couple of months now. It'll make quite a lot of difference. All right, we have the dish, and here's the pole that I'm going to mount it on. I'm just going to mount it temporarily until I see that it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to rethink things a little bit. But for now, I'm going to mount it on that pole, which should put me past all this stuff here, also past surroundings. I mean, the higher it goes, the better it is, because there'll be less things in the way, and if things are in the way of it, that's when you lose signal. Okay. So the first thing you notice is there's no instructions, there's just pictures, which I like. That's kind of cool. This is the metal mounting frame, which I don't need right now, but I'll keep for later. One clever thing they do is actually pre-wire everything so you can see where everything goes. Yes, I am just using zip ties for the moment. Fortunately, most people use electric scooters these days, because those horrible little gas ones are horrible. Okay, so that'll fix it relatively solidly in place, but I'm gonna fix this on a lot better. But it's got to be like movable, because if I go under a bridge, I don't want to lose the dish. But that'll work for now. Okay, we're plugged in. The dish is out there, you can see it. I just, about 10 seconds after I plugged it in, it went zoop, so it's looking for satellites. And now I just have to open my Starlink app. Boop. And it says start setup. Plug everything in. Done. Connect to Wi-Fi. Open Wi-Fi settings. Set to it's found my camera, it has found my mobile broadband, it has not found my Starlink dish yet, but I think it, oh, there you go, it has found it right there. So it's now connected to my Starlink dish. So that's my phone connected to the Starlink dish. Okay, we are connected. We've got 40 megabytes per second on the upload, and I'm not sure we got on the download, but that's fast. It took a little bit of figuring, but honestly, it was just me being impatient. You kind of just need to set it up, turn it on, and then because there's satellites moving all over the place, it takes a while to figure out where it is and what it's, I mean, it's a remarkably complicated thing we got here. This is friggin' alien technology. This little dish on the back of my boat is talking to a whole bunch of satellites that are hundreds of kilometers up above me in space. So it's amazing that this works, but it works. So that makes me very happy and slightly confused, because it's working out, but it's amazing. A lot of outages right now, but that's because I think it's still figuring out where all the satellites are. Because I did the little check with pointing it up and it said it was good, so we'll see. So to start with, which is where I just turned it on, you see that red stuff? That's because it was still figuring out where it was, what it was doing, and how it was doing it. Once you leave it up for a while, the disc moves around to try somewhere else in the sky, and it starts talking to all the different satellites. And now we have no outages and really fast connection. That was really easy. That took less than an hour from me hearing about DHL have delivered it, which was done a day early, to walking over to the marina headquarters over there and picking it up, bringing it onto the boat, putting it up, connecting it. 1 hour. That's amazing. Considering the technology involved, that's amazing. It really is. Wow. Crazy. If I'm going out to sea or something like that, it's going to be bumping around a lot, and it's not built for that. It's built to be put somewhere and left, which is perfect because I'm just here in a marina, and the rocking of the boat doesn't seem to affect it at all. But if I'm at an anchorage somewhere and the boat has got, 5 degrees of rock, then I'm sure it won't work. But we'll try it. One thing you have to do when you first turn it on is be a little patient, because it's a kind of intelligent system. So when you turn it on, you're like, okay, where's the internet? And it doesn't work like that, because it needs to analyze the sky and find out where it is in the world, and then find out which satellites it's going to talk to as they whiz overhead. Okay, before I posted anything, I wanted to leave the dish up there for 24 hours and see how it actually worked as opposed to just turning it on. And I gotta tell you, I'm more impressed now than I was 24 hours ago. It connects immediately. If I turn it off and turn it back on again, it connects very quickly because it knows where it is in the world. And I don't know, maybe it's just smart, but my connection speeds have gone up. I'm getting about 160 megabytes per second download, which is crazy. I mean, that amount of information flowing from the sky to this little dish is crazy. Upload speeds are about 20 to 25 megabytes per second, so I can post stuff to YouTube and it's there, which is great. It's kind of odd. What this has done for me living on the boat, or anywhere, it wouldn't matter where I was, but instead of waiting for stuff on the internet, whether it's Google or anything, you click on it and it's there straight away. The whole internet experience changes when you get speeds this fast. And this is costing me about €100 a month. So it's not cheap, but it's not that expensive, because I was paying more than that when I was using mobile broadband over here in France, because they don't do that very well here. France doesn't do the internet that well. You can walk into a bar and go, or a coffee shop and say, do you have internet? And they're like, no. I love this place, but they don't do bagels very well, and they really don't do the internet that well. I mean, maybe if you've got a fixed location and everything's normal, it's fine, but my life is a little bit different from that. This system will not work if I am out on the ocean on my boat. It's not designed for that. It's designed to be stationary in one place. Now, they've recently upgraded that, and I can change my location by just going onto the website and updating my service address. But I can go anywhere and get fast internet. That blows me away. And it's well worth the money. And They've been really easy to deal with. If you have any questions, you just go to the app, send them a question, and within an hour or two, they got an answer for you. So that's really good as well. Other than that, life is good. This has been an interesting little adventure, getting Starlink on a boat. If you like this, please hit the subscribe button, comment, ask questions, share it with friends. That would be really helpful. So that was my little Starlink adventure, and I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching.